Yep. There you go. Little one. Alright, so I'm out here fishing my home turf on the Tweed here, chasing some lizards. I've got a new brag mat slash measure mat, ruler, whatever you want to call them. This is the fixed kind, but built for kayaks, so hopefully we'll get some fish and we'll be able to test it out. Forecast isn't looking great for fish, but we'll see how that goes. Had a little bit of activity going around, but not much, so we'll see. Fishing the last of the run out and the first of the run in, so let's start flicking some lures and see what we can turn over in a few hours or so. I don't know what the bottom is like here. It's not much visibility because of the low tide. It's a bit muddy. I'd say there might be a fair bit of weed in here from what I could feel. There's like bait fish and stuff stirring up. Sort of see some gaps and maybe some weed, but it's really hard to tell at the moment. Definitely finding a lot of weed. I'm definitely spooking something underneath me. It is very shallow. I've got 1/4 ounce jig head on, way too heavy for here. I'm casting the wrong way. There's mullet jumping, so fish are being chased. I'd love to put the double clutch in here. Oh, I'm definitely stirring stuff up. Double clutch would be great, but there's just so much weed here. I just spoke to Flathead, I saw it come up. So they're definitely around here. It's just getting one to cooperate. Now, we'll find what they're looking for. Got the prawn paddle tail on at the moment, squidgies. Everything likes a prawn, right? I haven't seen much in terms of bait. It's definitely any kind of food for predators has definitely been more of a minnow style. But again, you know, I'm looking at mullet and stuff like that. So no, like I'm not seeing anything like herring or anything like that around. Alright, so I'm just trolling the plastic still. Heading up around here, which is where I usually go to pump yabbies. Take my daughter down here. I've been coming here since I was a kid. It's a very fertile yabby bank. And I thought I might have a little flick around here, may even change it up to target some whiting. We'll see. But I might flick over to the double clutch through here. Alright, so I've stopped at my favourite little yabby bank here, just to have a chat about brag mats, and in particular from Battle Yak lures. They've brought out this with, in part with, I think it's B-Rad brag mats. Now traditionally you have your brag mat that just rolls out, right? Bit of PVC vinyl, something like that. You can roll it out, measure your fish. Now in a kayak, like it can be a little bit painful depending on the configuration of the flooring in your kayak. So a lot of people will run like those hard fish measures, and they're great, but if you've got a small kayak like I do, having that measure somewhere, it's not easy, right? Space is something that's hard to come by, and that's where I love the idea of this mat. Now I've only just got it, still haven't got a fish to put on it. This is the first outing with it, and it's pretty cool. So basically it gives you the best of both worlds to an extent. Now I will say something about it quickly. My gripe so far with it, even though I haven't used it, is these little stoppers here that hold this bungee cord, which is going to assist with making the brag mat into its shape, or the measure into its shape. They're just glued on, and I haven't even used them. They're already coming off just from the pressure of this bungee cord. There are kind of like some screws holding this other portion here. I'd love to see something that goes right through on this one, which I'll show in a second, just to hold those in place. Like, yes, you can glue them back in, but like just something that goes straight through. Little buttons or something like that will go straight through both sides, just to hold those in place. You can glue stuff, other ones back on there, and I don't even actually think you really need it, to be honest. I think it's going to hold fine without them, but just a little nitpicky thing. The great thing is, so like getting back to the brag mat, you just fold it out like that. Like, how good's that? Sit on your lap, and you can do your measure. Like, fantastic. And you want to fold it up, you just bend the end part here, and it just folds up. Like, easy, and it takes up hardly any space. Like, I know your roll out brag mats don't take up that much space, so they are quite long. But again, it's more so about handling the fish on your kayak, and if you've got something that's fixed in hard like that, it's so much easier. Now this goes to what, 88 centimeters. That's plenty. Like most flathead, for example, if you're going for, they're going to be in that range. If you're in freshwater and you're looking for your toga, again, you know, if you get something bigger than an 85, like that's a massive toga, right? Same with the flathead. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to using it, so hopefully we'll get a fish today on it. We'll get to give it a bit of a test out, but yeah, I love the idea, I love the concept. I'll have to do a follow-up to see about its longevity, but you know, I love the idea of it. It feels pretty good in the hand. You know, I think the price was pretty affordable. I can't remember what it was, but not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a break now and see if we can get a fish. And have a flick for some flatfish here. There's some little brim bean following it, but that's not what we're after. I love this rod. This is a great rod for 189 bucks. It feels great in the hand. I absolutely love this thing. Pair it with the good old revelry here. Like, oh, it's great. 2000 shallow spool, super light, and I'm running 14-pound Gosen, the W8 casting braid. Fantastic, and I've got at the moment 6-pound FC Rock Fluoro as the leader. I do need to retie some of these knots. I'm a little bit nervous how if I actually get a decent fish on today. I probably should have done it before I came down here, but risking it for the biscuit. I wanted to get out of the water sooner than later, so I avoided retying my leaders, which wasn't a great idea. There's a fair few holes over there. Haven't seen any flatty lies while walking around here, which is surprising, because I mean there's a lot of stingrays. There's normally a few flatty lies around here. It's a very, very low tide. last cast, and then we'll get moving. Oh, flathead, just spooked it right in front of me. Right in front of me, it's right there, went off that way. All right, maybe not last cast. I mean, that was in a foot of water. I was a flathead right in front of me, that's where it was. Right here. That was a good flathead too. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to continue fishing here. And it was facing that way, so it's facing ready for the tide to come in, which it should be turning soon. All right, let's keep fishing. Probably should show you just a bit. It's my foot. Yeah, of course I'd stir up the sand, but yeah, it's probably a good 60 size flatty. I'm spewing about that flatty. Some whiting just had a go at me. Good flathead. I guess that pays, like, to always, you know, cast where you're going to walk first, because that could be the flathead you're looking for right there in front of you, just like what happened to me. So I'm just kind of fanning out over the area, trying to cover as much water as I can. Luckily, with this combo, I can cover a fair bit of water, which is nice. There's that flathead lie, like, it's a lot wider than my hand. It's been a great flathead. Let's put something out there. Approach the brim. It's a great little spot here for pumping the yabbies. There's heaps of little brim, heaps of little whiting. You do get the odd decent whiting in here. I've caught some alright flathead in here as well. That was the biggest one I've seen in here by a long shot. Flathead might be off on the hunt. Now, totally missed it. Just walking along, not really paying much attention. Boom, off it goes. Good flathead. Oh, yep. There you go. Little one. Oh, there you go. Not a bad whiting, actually. Thought it was a little flathead for a second there, but whiting on the double clutch. Oh, could that be a bit of food to bring home? Maybe. We will see. For the sake of illustrative purposes with this brag mat, I mean, I caught this one while somewhat wading the flats. So fold the brag mat out, get our whiting here. Which is a good whiting. So we got sitting on 36 to the tip. Sorry, 32 to the tip. It's a good whiting. Yeah, it's definitely could be one to take home for dinner. That's for sure. But yeah, so the brag mat works quite well. I think it's nice. The fish sits in there. Sit it on my lap comfortably. Can still see everything. Well, I had concerns about the dark backgrounds on these things, but yeah, I think, yeah, they look fine. Like measuring the fish, it's alright, it's easy to see. It does blend out a little bit, but not too much. So that's pretty good. Nice little whiting. I like it. Alright, last cast, and oh, stingray. Alright, so I forgot to record an outro because the GoPro died. I don't know why. I'm assuming my batteries are just getting old. So I need to get some new batteries or get some additional batteries there. But the session ended up no other fish besides that whiting, unfortunately. Bit sad, but it's alright. It was a good day on the water, so happy to just get out there and at least catch one fish. So it was a bit of a donut saver. No donuts. In terms of the Battle Yak brag mat, the fold out one, now I contacted them about the issue that I was seeing, and they already knew about it, and they're already looking to fix that. So they already got that underway. So it's really awesome to see that they've been taking feedback from customers and have been able to actually identify that and have a fix. So hopefully, if you end up buying one, you'll have one that's got the issue resolved. But yeah, like today, would I still buy another one if it didn't have the fix? Yeah, I would. So far, I think it's a great product. It works well. It's really not a showstopper, those. I could retrofit it myself to resolve that issue permanently, but as I said, you can probably get away with not having them on there. But anyway, that's all I really got for this one. I'm going to do some follow-up sessions, so hopefully I can get an actual fish on the yak and try using it while on the yak floating around on the water to give it a better of a test, as well as just to try and do a bit more of a longevity thing, but that video will be much longer down the track. I'd love to know your feedback, your thoughts on that. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. But that's all I really got. Hopefully I'll have some more sessions soon up where you can actually see the brag mat in action. All right, catch us later. Bye.